Is it recording? Yeah. Cool. Okay.
Yeah, it says recording.
Okay. Hey everyone, and welcome back to GUMS Nostalgia Week. So what we're doing now is we are interviewing Amy O'Reilly, and she's just going to talk to us a bit about the inters in the past of GUMS. So Amy, I've already said your name, so why don't you tell us
You
your
are so funny.
course, your committee role, and your favorite musical, just so we get to know you.
Perfect. So I am a final year civil law student, bit different to musicals, but sure. I am the vice auditor this year alongside Adam O'Connor, and my favorite musical at the minute would have to be Billy Elliot. Just rediscovered it, so that would be my favorite at the minute.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, I haven't heard many people say Billy Elliot.
Mm,
So
so
you're
unique.
here to talk to us about inters and
Yes.
kind of comes like, like engaging in inters in the past, but like, what is inters?
Oh, great question. Inters is the formal name for it is the All Ireland Musical Theatre Intervarsities, or MITinters for short. So basically, what it is all the college musical societies in Ireland come together for one weekend of just fun, and then there is a competition element to it as well. So each college prepares a 20-minute piece on anything. So it can be a jukebox musical, it can be a shortened version of an actual musical, or you can write your own. And they all compete for different prizes and all that kind of stuff. But it's mainly about just the crack that everyone has coming down to wherever it's hosted.
Class. So what are your experiences with inters? So you've kind of had like more experiences than most, but I'll let you explain that.
Yeah, so I organised the supporters bus with Darren in my first year to go up to support GUMS, which their entry that year was the Greenbrier murder. And it was unbelievable, original piece by Patrick Neely. I'll never forget it. Like, it was my first introduction to inters was incredible. So that was my first experience with it. And then my second year was I was a bit more hands-on. So I was the producer of the 2019 InterVarsities. And it was the first time it was ever held outside of UCD. So it was a bit of pressure, but it was unbelievable. It was probably one of my favorite things I've ever done, just organizing it and like having everyone around and buzzing and having fun and getting to see your work kind of in action. And it was such an incredible weekend. Noel, you were there. And it was just, yeah, amazing.
So what is your kind of favorite thing about inters? What?
Oh, so many things. Like, we always say that an inters audience is the best audience you could ever perform to. Like, I remember watching Beano Town, like that was the GUMS entry of the year that I organised it. And I remember just sitting there and everyone was roaring and screaming and so supportive, and it was just so nice to see. So that would definitely be one of my favourite things. And I think the rest of it is just like you meet these people from all over Ireland and you just share this one common interest, and like you could never met them before, and then you're best friends by the end of the weekend. So yeah, that's probably my favorite element.
Oh, I love that. No, inters crowds, they just do it good, you know?
Oh my god, so good.
Yeah. So so you're saying inters takes over place over usually a weekend. So what kind of happens during that weekend? Is it just all performances or?
Nope. So we have a lot of things going on. The Friday is kind of when all the colleges land down. And that's normally very loud, very fun, very kind of people reuniting and people having the crack. And then the Friday is kind of all about bonding and stuff like that. So we have workshops on. So everyone gets split up. So you're not in with all your, college friends. You're in with loads of different people. You're doing singing, you're doing dancing, you're doing acting. And then we do this thing called the Gumball Challenge, which is so much fun. So it's like everyone's in different teams and you go around and do different activities. So one of my favorite ones that I got to see in 2019 was the Drag Up Your Life one, where you had like to do quick drag and then they had to like lip sync against each other, and that was just amazing. And then the Friday night we do an open mic as well, which is great to see all like the talent coming from the other societies. And then we have a little night out. And then Saturday is like the competition day. So everyone's game face on Saturday and you're just practicing all day, doing your tech runs, and then it's competition time. And then obviously award ceremony and the wrap party.
Yeah, I remember it all kind of like an extra like sense of kind of like showmanship to NUIG, because I remember we had a cartwheel into a splits as part of that drag competition in the
Yeah.
cube. And then we
Oh my
had
God,
a
yeah.
death drop in College Bar for the open mic, which
Yeah.
I don't think it's been
Oh, it
seen
was
before.
unbelievable. People were taking the gumball challenge into the open mic.
So this question is a bit mean, but like we're gonna call you out here. Your producer thing.
Yeah.
Can you name all the colleges that are involved in inters?
Oh, of course I can. I have them memorized. They're ingrained into my
I'm
brain.
impressed.
So we have Trinity Musical Theatre Society, UCC Musical Theatre Society, CIT, NUIG, obviously, Maynooth, oh my God, DCU, and UCC.
Did you say
Am I
Queens?
missing one? Oh my God, I'm missing one.
Queens?
And Queens, yes,
Queens.
sorry. Best to last.
Anyone from Queens is watching this, we apologize, please.
So sorry.
Actually, do you remember the gift that Queens left us last year?
Did they leave us pineapples?
Was it a pineapple or a plant? They left us a plant as well, I think, didn't they?
Oh my God, no, they left every college a little plant.
Yeah.
Because they did Little Shop of Horrors.
Yeah.
For Inters 2019, yes.
Oh, shout out to Queens for that. That was nice.
Yeah, shout out
Go
to
you
Queens,
guys.
I'm sorry for forgetting me.
So Inters, obviously, so for 2020, that kind of with the big event that couldn't go ahead, obviously due to the coronavirus pandemic. So what are kind of what's happening instead of the 2020 Inters? Do you want to talk a bit about that?
Yeah, so we kind of all got together as the colleges and we're like, it would be such a shame to let any work that was gone into the Inters 2020 performance to go to waste. But we didn't really want to put the pressure on for having kind of a competition element. So what we decided was to just scrap the competition element and just have it as like a nice, friendly showcase. Like, as I've said before, we all just support each other so much and we'd only be delighted to see what other colleges have to offer. So what's going to happen now in February is we're going to have Inters 2020, but like lockdown edition. So it's going to be very informal. It'll be so nice to see what the other colleges have done, and at least like the work isn't kind of going to waste.
Cool. And so what is NUIG doing as part of that, and how could, like, me, a simple viewer, how could I get involved?
So, simple viewer, you can get involved. We're actually looking for a kind of director / scriptwriter / storyteller for NUIG submission. So we have some of the production team already kind of decided from our original production team, but we are looking for someone who is good at telling stories, good at writing scripts, and like all I would say is Inters is one of the best things I've ever gotten involved in, ever. And it would be like, you're gonna love it if you do decide to get involved. So we'll be opening applications, I think,
with this video. Yeah, so it should be with this video. There should be hopefully maybe a link above us with a nice little form that you can fill out for that.
Yeah, so definitely get involved. I would 100% recommend.
And will there be auditions then for the Inters piece then as well?
Yeah, they'll be set. We'll have to kind of decide, obviously, with our new addition to the crew, of what we're kind of going for, and then auditions will be set up and people will be able to get involved.
Class. And if I've never been involved in Inters before, or if I've never done a GUMS show before, can I still audition?
Absolutely. Like, you can, I think this is in the GUMS bio, like you can literally, the last time you were near a stage would be your nativity play, and you can get, like, you can do it, like, no previous experience required. We'd love to see some familiar faces and some fresh faces, so it'll be great.
Yeah, and if anyone has any questions about auditioning, I'm sure they can message the page, or we'll have the production team posted closer to the time as well.
Absolutely.
So, Amy, this GUMS Nostalgia Week obviously is about looking to the past and kind of celebrating GUMS memories and all that, but what is one thing you were looking forward to in the future of GUMS?
Oh, okay, so I think the one thing I'm looking forward to, I think this was kind of spurred by the variety show and the open mic, is just like witnessing all the new talent that's coming into the society, like unbelievably talented members. Like, it's crazy. Like, all of us should be on Broadway and the West End, because I I'm so excited to see what the kind of new members do with GUMS, you know, once we're all gone. I think I'll be like a freak stalking the Instagram and Facebook and stuff, like seeing what everyone does with it. Yeah.
Thank you, Amy. So that was Amy O'Reilly talking about Inters. We'll have more interviews and posts about GUMS Nostalgia Week going up on our social medias all over the week. So we hope you enjoy that.
Ooh, thanks, Joel.
Gonna wave, we wave, yeah, bye.
Yeah, no, I think we should start a podcast.